Welcome to 5 Minutes of Revelation, and today in those 5 minutes I want to talk to you about your feelings, about how to manage your feelings, how to manage your emotions. And I just want to encourage you to not live by your emotions and your feelings any longer, because emotions, they're things that continuously change. One day you feel good, the next day you feel bad. And it might change within hours, within seconds, within minutes. Your day's been perfect, everything's been working out fine, and next second you get a phone call, and after you feel like going out and killing somebody. That's how quickly your emotions change. But God doesn't want you to live like that. God wants you to live a firm life with a strong foundation, a consistent life, because He knows that in consistency lies the power to reach your goals and to finally see results. He needs you to live consistent so that you can live in all His promises. He needs you to do that. But as long as you live by your emotions that constantly change, that continuously change, you won't be able to live that consistent life, and you won't be able to see the results that you should see. Proverbs 29:11 says, "The fool vents all his feelings, but the wise person keeps them to himself." So the person is wise that doesn't ignore the feelings. You shouldn't ignore your feelings. He knows that the feelings are there. He knows what his feelings are telling him. But the wise person keeps those feelings under control. He keeps those feelings to himself, and he has his focus. He keeps his focus and doesn't let those feelings change it. But the fool, he gives place to all his feelings, and if he feels like screaming at somebody, he'll scream at somebody. If he doesn't feel like doing something today, then he won't do it. If he feels like doing it the next day, he will do it. And it's inconsistency. And that's the fool. That's the fool that won't reach their goals. Because the thing with most of our goals and our dreams is that it's something we want to live in. It's something nice, and when you think about it, you do get encouraged to go for it and to go reach it, and your feelings are behind it initially too, and that's a good thing. And that's why most people do that first step towards their goals. They see their goals, and now their feeling is behind it, and they know what to do. It might be that you want to be a doctor, or you want to live a certain way of life, or you want to save up for this car that you've been wanting. Most people they get excited about it, so their feelings are behind it, and then they do whatever it takes to get there. They will start studying, or they will start saving up, and they will do these things, and that's very good. But the problem with this is that, let a few days go by, maybe a few weeks later, their feelings won't be as strong for reaching that goal anymore. The feelings will eventually change and go down again. And that's where a lot of people start saying, well, I just don't feel like saving up anymore. I just don't feel like studying anymore. I just don't feel like exercising anymore. And then I just don't feel like those feelings are gonna stop them from doing it. And they say, I just don't feel like doing it anymore, so I'm just not gonna do it. And that's the reason why most people don't end up reaching their goals, why they don't end up getting in shape like they've been wanting to, becoming a doctor, getting your car, whatever it is. They won't live that because they've let their feelings tell them what to do. So when you have that dream or you have that goal, don't be like that. Yes, follow your emotions initially, go with that and go with the whole power. Do whatever it takes to get there. Start studying and do that. Be encouraged. It's very good. But eventually you need to have the discipline and let that discipline take over. After those few days or those few weeks where your body's telling you, I just don't feel like doing it anymore, your discipline needs to be there. And when you say, I don't feel like reading, or I just don't feel like studying, I don't feel like working out, I don't feel like keeping my diet, or I don't feel like taking time to read my Bible, when those feelings come in, your discipline needs to be there and say, but I don't feel like, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I am wise. I keep my feelings to myself. I know they're there, but I keep discipline, and I'm gonna do it anyway, because I know that discipline is gonna get me to the goal, to my dreams that I want to live in. So have that discipline and say, but. 1 Corinthians 9:24-27 says, "Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one receives the prize? So run that you may obtain it. Every athlete exercises self-control in all things." So he's saying self-control is an important part. You need to know that your feelings are there, but you need to be able to control them and not live by them. And it says, so I do not run aimlessly. So he's not just running without a reason. He always has his goal in front of him. I do not box as one beating the air, but I discipline my body and keep it under control. He's saying, I discipline it, I keep it under control, so I will reach my goal. And that's what that's why I want to encourage you with today. You know, when you have your goal, when you have your dream, go after it. But don't just follow your feelings, and when your body tells you, I just don't feel like doing it, then quit. No, don't do that. You know, practice self-control. Know that your feelings are there, but because you keep your goal in front of you, because you know what you want to live in, because you have that dream, now let your discipline take over and let your discipline kick in and say, I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then whatever your dream is, whatever your goal is, no matter how impossible it might seem to you, you can reach it, because that discipline, you know, you saying, but I'm going to do it anyway, that's what's going to get you there. So take that with you, be blessed by it, and don't let your feelings control you any longer. Be firm, be strong, have that strong foundation, and with that strong foundation you'll live the good life and not be moved one day good, one day bad. You'll only live in the blessing and you'll only enjoy the good life, because now you are the one that runs the race and takes the prize, because you have what it takes to do that. Take that with you and be blessed by it, and I'll see you next time.